G'day folks. Well, I got the guards done. She's all sitting back on the ground. I've just sort of sat the drawbar one length and wanted to see if it was going to fit in the shed, which I knew it would, but I didn't know exactly how much room I was going to have. And, oh yes, very happy. The mod father is very happy at the minute. He's tired, but he's very happy. I've aired the tyres down, guys. I've got about 28 pound in them at the minute. Now I've done a bit of thinking, guys. Just have a little listen to what I'm going to say about solid axles. Generally, you wouldn't do it on an enclosed trailer. But I tend to think out of the box a little bit, and I was always keen to do it. Like, go solid axle with like an enclosed trailer. I didn't want to put springs on it because for me the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages with running springs. I have to set up my hitch off my BT. It's going to have to be perfect because within an inch or so. Like, I can't have it lifting up too high and putting too much load on the back wheels, or the other way around, putting too much at the nose. I have to set it up fairly well with the car in it, okay? Now, I have to air the tyres to suit the load, but be mindful at the same time I need a little bit of suspension out of my tyres, because if I go to air up too much and have sort of 40-45 pound in them, it's not going to make a nice ride for the trailer. So I'm actually thinking around the 28 pound mark, because I've got the 6 wheels. I think it's going to run really nice. And you know, guys, like for long distance hauling, you're better off having something a little bit overbuilt so you don't run a risk of a blowout, extra load on your axles, you know, and all that jazz. That's why I sort of went with this tri-axle, guys, because if I do any long distance travelling with it, just for an example, I have a blowout, I've still got, you know, 2 tyres that'll support the load. And for me, I think overdoing it a little bit is peace of mind. It really is. But anyway, getting back to my airing up and down for suspension, because I'm not running springs, of course, you've got to, like if I'd never had a load in it, and I have dragged the flatbed trailer around without a load, you've really got to air the tyres down to make that travel really nice. So if I was, say, dragging this for a fair distance with nothing in it, I know it's a pain in the backside, but I might even take the rear tyres off and run them around sort of the 28 pound, and then when you get to loading the car up with a full load, pop the rear ones back on, because you can actually drop the trailer down and it'll kick the back up. So it's just something I've got to really, it's a bit of trial and error. Like, generally I'll be towing the car, it won't be empty. But in that instance that I do have to be mindful that I have to just sort of soften them right up so the trailer will just run nice and happy. So yeah, that's a little bit of a drawback there. You've got to be mindful of your loads and air up or down depending on your load or being empty. That's probably the disadvantage in running a solid axle or a fixed axle. But the benefits, very solid, very low to the ground, so we've got great low gravity, very stable, and look, it's going to be a beast. It really is when it's all done, guys. Now I'll show you inside. I've got a wasp flying around in the shed. I've had a few come in. I don't know, must have a nest somewhere, or they're wanting to nest. I'll have to get on to them if they start. Oh well, here's the door, sorry. On this side. Looks nice. Oh, that looks awesome. Picture it though, guys. I'm still going to do this rubber trick around here, and a perimeter, same thickness or the same width as this, come along, And then I'm going to flare it out a little bit just so it looks even up the front and at the back. I'll show you that too. Closes beautifully, guys. That's a really nice fit, that seal too. Really happy with that. I've got the gas strut up there, of course. I've had to raise this up a little bit to clear the wheel because we've gone to a slightly bigger diameter. But I just cut it out and then I've sort of bent it and sort of stitch welded it back in and sealed it up. And same, you know, and I've sealed it up underneath too. I've got my spare wheel there, guys, and that's where I've mounted it. I originally had it here because I've got the brace. I've ended up putting it up there to be out of the way. The car will actually move back a little bit, guys. I reckon it'll go back another 100 mil. And what I'm going to do, I've got some checker plate left over, this stuff here. And I'm going to make up some nice little pads, and that's where the wheels sit. And then I've got those D-ring tie-down latches, and I'll set them into the floor and bolt them underneath, nice and solid, and they'll be my anchor points for the wheels. So yeah, I saw it on YouTube, a trailer like that, and I thought that was a great idea, you know. Yes, so we've got the wheel there. And we've sealed her up. I've painted it the blue. It looks really nice, guys. I'm really happy with it. Keep it all the same as the framework. I was actually going to do it black, but no, I painted it blue. So I've got to do this side, obviously, get it all tidied up. But no, I'm very happy with it. It's a nice little seat, actually. You could sit on that. I actually did sit on it there when I was having a rest one time, and it was very comfortable. But I want to put some lights in here too, guys. Put a few LEDs in and yeah, I reckon it'll be great. This will be fantastic, you know. The wind's howling, I can just come in here out of it, pissing down with rain. That'll be great. Fantastic. And I've got those vents up the front. So the idea of that, with the air coming in, pressurising the inside here, so if any gaps, you know what I mean, gaps or cracks or whatever I've missed, I'm going to seal that off, and I'll show you later how I do that. But yeah, the idea is to pressurise so we're not getting any sort of dust and crap wanting to come up from the road and you know, dirty up my car like it did last time. I actually have tested it and it works well, even with this open at the minute. So it has worked. So yeah, excellent. Very happy, guys. Well, the next vid I put up, I'll have the drawbar done, and hopefully I might even have all the rubber done around the sides here, and I might have it hooked up to the car, or at least outside, and show you guys. Yes, so the idea here is when I do the drawbar, I think I've said it in another vid, I'm going to use some of this and clad this whole top piece and fold it down over the sides. And so I've got a nice sort of platform. I'm going to put a jockey wheel in the middle of it. That'll be fantastic. It'll look really nice, guys. It'll look really nice. Crikey, it's been a lot of work. It's consumed my life for the last bloody couple of months, 3 months. It really has. But would I attempt to do it again? My oath I would. I've got no regrets. The only thing I'd probably, and I haven't said it, I would have probably built one. Because, to be honest, there's not much left of this trailer that was there, because I still could have been using it while I was building one of these. That's the only sort of, not a regret, but back in hindsight, it's always a good thing, guys. So, but no regrets, guys, no regrets. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.